All right, man, let's talk about some Detroit Pistons basketball. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow, Mercy Sports Talk. We back. Let's talk about a little bit about last night. Blake Griffin once again stinks up the joint. I mean, I seen Tobias Harris just blow right past him with no effort. And Tobias Harris, even after losing a lot of weight over his career, he still ain't the quickest out there. And Blake Griffin hurting the squad. Andre Drummond came off the bench for missing shoot-around. So, talk a little bit about the situation. And you look at Blake Griffin, and I don't understand why they forcing this man to play. I understand there's 38, 39, 40 million reasons why. But, just like a bad trade. Right now, Blake Griffin just looks like an absolute bad trade for the Detroit Pistons. And now the Clippers is rolling. They flipped Tobias Harris to let him walk, or they traded him to Philly. End up getting Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. And all that was possible because the Detroit Pistons, were willing to take on an Asian star in Blake Griffin because they was thirsty to sell tickets. That's why. And with that being the case, I mean, now they suffering. Now it was ramifications. Now Blake Griffin's body is breaking down. Even though Blake Griffin changed his game, where he didn't have to be predicated on his athleticism. Now he can't even stay out there. Knee injury after knee injury, and once again it was a bad deal. It really was a bad deal. Looking at how Clippers rise to the top and the Pistons still at the bottom. And you paying them all this money for the next few years, and now you got a decision to make. And that decision to make is, do you pay Andre Drummond? Okay? Or you don't pay Andre Drummond? It's a decision. At this point, I don't think you can move Blake Griffin in the way he looking, the way he moving. Not with that, how much money left on that contract. I think you stuck with Blake Griffin. So do you keep Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin together and just hope that something happened? Hope that you able to bring in a Giannis Antetokounmpo in the draft, or a McCollum in the draft, or a Ginobili, or a Tony Parker. What I'm saying, a hidden gem, or do you move on from Andre Drummond and just work around Blake Griffin contract? Because Blake Griffin ain't gonna be the same no more. If they rest him right now, he got a chance of being salvaged and being serviceable. But at the end of the day, it's a bad decision to play him right now. If you're not gonna load manage him, it was a bad decision. When Andre Drummond missing shoot around, it happens. You know what I'm saying? He might have some other situations going on. Or he might just say, I don't give a fuck no more. Y'all ain't gave me my extension. I ain't coming back here. I don't plan to come back here. Or y'all pay me. Or maybe I just got something going on with my life right now. He just gave away a lot of stuff at Myers on the west side on Grand River. So salute to him. But at this point, shit happens. You run late to work. You know what I'm saying? Same thing there, but they got a decision to make with this brother. And either you're going to pay him the money that he want, let him hit the market, right? Let him hit the market and try to match whatever he get. Or maybe somebody offer him less and he go there. So it's playing with fire. And they got a big decision to make. Because Blake Griffin ain't going nowhere. Blake Griffin ain't going to be tradable unless he shows something. Now, Blake Griffin get out there and he got to stretch at some point this season before the trade deadline or towards the end of the year. They could trade him in the summer. But I think it's at the point where he's untradeable until his final year of his contract. Andre Drummond, they got a chance. But right now, the trade market ain't really jumping for him. So, you're probably not going to get the picks you're looking for. You're not going to get the young assets you're looking for. And the Pistons really messed this up. This is what happens when you don't have a good general manager. This is when you don't have good ownership. This is when you don't have great leadership. This is happening. You don't got no time with Tom Gores to know what he's doing. Because if the decision was to keep Blake Griffin or to keep Andre Drummond and keep both of them or to move one, that decision should have been made before the trade deadline last year. Either one of them or both. That decision should have been made. Now, the decision ain't made. Now, either, well, you stuck with Blake unless he shows something. An Asian guy. He ain't even a superstar this year. He just an Asian guy with a big contract. He the Miguel Cabrera of the Detroit Pistons right now. And everybody crossing their fingers that he go back to superstar form. But in the back of our minds, we all know we doubt it. Now with Andre, either you say it's going to be hard to replace him. I don't believe in our draft process and finding somebody that can replace him. We going to sign him to a contract. We going to stand in luxury tax to be an eighth seed or a non-playoff team. Because at this point, if you trade him, you're going to take something is better than nothing if you're going to let him walk. Either they got to pay the brother now or trade him or let him walk. So if you let him walk, obviously you get the cap space. So you don't lose him for nothing. You get cap space. If you trade him, you're looking at who? Dallas has nothing to offer. Boston Celtics, they're going to try to give you Gordon Hayward. And you're going to make them a championship squad by giving Andre Drummond to there. And they are bitter rivals. I understand that. So it's really no place to trade the brother to. The Clippers don't have the assets. They can use a big on. They will have their third team. They don't have picks. Do you want Montrezl Harrell? Then what else? They're not going to give you Lewis Williams. Milwaukee, do you want to trade them in a division? And who do they have that you're interested in? Middleton, Bledsoe, Brook Lopez? I think not. So this whole situation was handled wrong by the Pistons. And one thing that's going on in Detroit that's a consistent across the Detroit sports team is ownership. The ownership suck. The only thing the Wings did good was bringing Iserman back. The Illiges, they are cancers to the city of Detroit. Look up their history. Tom Gores, he don't know what he's doing. Martha Ford, she just as clueless as Tom Gores. And the reason why Detroit sports are in the position that they are in is because of the ownership. That's exactly what it is. But at the end of the day, I don't know what happens. Maybe they keep both of them and cross their fingers and let Reggie walk. But this team ain't going nowhere. I'm sorry to say it. I thought I had high hopes for this team. Excuse me. I had high hopes for this team. At least I had good hopes for this team. I won't say high. I had good hopes for this team. I figured that they'd get it together. And obviously they haven't. Blake Griffin ain't been healthy. The knee surgery, they didn't give him time to heal. Andre Drummond, we still don't know what happened with him. Like I said before, it's chaos. It's a mess. Dwayne Casey, his offense is not doing it right now. But at the end of the day, I guess they stay put. They try to make a run at it. End of the season, they try to sign Drummond. They let him walk. Like I said before, they've been rebuilding the fly for too long. Time to tear it down and build it back up. But tearing it down is going to be Blake Griffin being a part of it, because nobody going to take on that contract with Blake Griffin playing like he is. Now, if he can have a stretch where he go crazy and look like he did last year the trade deadline was the time to trade Blake Griffin or Andre Drummond or both. And they failed to do it. Man. But hey, it is what it is. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love, support. Want to make a donation to the channel? Best way to do that is share the video with the link in the description. Other than that, man, just keep looking out for us, man. Share the videos. And don't forget we on social media as well. My email is always in the description if you need to reach out. One time for the one time Mercy Sports Talk. We gone.